Subject is English literature for the class 8th. The topic is prose. The name of the prose is Glimpses of the Past. The prose, Glimpses of the Past, was written by S.T. Savant. The introduction to the prose, Glimpses of the Past. This chapter is about the history of our country from 1757 to 1857. It tells us about the incidents which led to the event known as First War of Indian Independence. The First War of Indian Independence is better known as Indian Rebellion of 1857 began on March 10, 1857. It is an unsuccessful rebellion against British. Summary: with its superior weapons, the British East India Company was extending its power in 18th century. Indian princes were not broad-minded, they were narrow-minded and short-sighted. They were fighting between them and they asked help from British to fight our neighbor territories. The people had no peace and happiness due to such constant fights. These fights and wars helped British to extend their power in our country. A far-seeing and broad-minded ruler is Tipu Sultan of Mysore. He fought against the British till his death. The reaction towards British rulers was not same everywhere in India. Some thought that they were sent by God to bring peace and harmony to our country. Some thought that we were becoming slaves to the British people. In early days, religions preached some laws that had been banned in today's world. Religious leaders preached ideas like untouchability and child marriage. They taught that every misery in the world is due to women. The truth was that Indians had lost their respect because of those false preachers and teachings. The British scorned them. The native Indians were unworthy of trust and incapable of honesty. Being merchants, British needed quick profits, so they had adopted some methods like demanding heavy taxes from farmers and had reduced the import taxes for goods from England. They crippled Indian industries. The artisans and farmers were worst hit. Ram Mohan Roy, he was an literate from Bengal. He had understood what was wrong with the country and trying to find solutions to all those consequences and adversities. According to Ram Mohan Roy, our ancient culture is great and we are capable of greater achievements. Only superstitious beliefs have been ruined us. He was attracted by science and modern knowledge. Knowledge should not be superstitious, it should be practical and specific. So he started newspapers to spread knowledge to everyone. The suspicious British stopped them in 1823. Then he crossed the seas and went to England to know what made the British people so powerful. He told British, we accept them as rulers and they should accept us as their subjects. Yeah, they must remember the responsibility that a ruler owes to his subjects. In 1818, a resolution was passed. Under it, an Indian could be jailed without trial in court. The British officers drew large salaries. By 1829, British was exporting goods worth 7 crores to India. Even the British Governor General of India, Bentinck, reported to England, the bones of cotton weavers are bleaching in the plains of India, thus British groan on the ruins of Indian industries. Education in India was Persian and Sanskrit. By 1835, Macaulay suggested a change in educational system in India. He suggested to teach natives through English. In 1856, the British has conquered almost the whole of India. Every section of India from peasants to princes suffered under the British rules. Tribals lost their land and livelihood because of economic and administrative policies of British. Santan Rebellion marked the armed resistance against British by nature forest dwellers. The discounter led to 1857 revolt. Groundwork was done by the people spreading messages using chapatis and lotus about the forthcoming rebellion. There was a violent outbreak at Meerut. Many landlords had lost their land because of British. Many reformers like Begum Hazarat, Azimullah Khan, Maulana Ahmed Dukka joined the upsurge against the foreigners. The patriots pounced upon British and fought pitched battles all over North India. 80-year-old Kunwar Singh of Bihar received a bullet in his wrist. He just cut it off, throwing it into Ganga. It was his last offering to the India. Question and answers. First question, do you think that Indian princes were short-sighted? Yes, I'm sure about it. I think that Indian princes were short-sighted and narrow-minded because they fought against each other with the help of British. How did the East India Company subdue to Indian princes? The Indian princes fought against each other with the help of British. The British extended their wings to India to promote their trade. Thus the British became the virtual leaders. Quote the words said by Ram Mohan Roy to say that every religion teaches the same principles. The answer for this question is Ram Mohan Roy told his wife, cows are of different colors, but the color of their milk is same. Different teachers have different opinions, but the essence of every religion is the same. In what ways did the British officers exploit Indians? The British rulers passed a resolution that an Indian could be sent to jail without a trial in court. The goods manufactured from England were exempted from custom duty. The officers prospered on company's loot and their private business flourished. Name these people. The ruler who fought pitched battles against British and died fighting. He was Tipu Sultan of Mysore. The second one, the person who wanted to reform the society. Ram Mohan Roy wanted to reform the society. Third one, the person who introduced the English education in India. Macaulay, he was the person who introduced the English education in India. Two popular leaders who led the revolt, Nana Sahib Peshwa, Kunwar Singh, and for the extra one, it is Begum Hazrat Mahal. They were the popular leaders who led the revolt. Thank you.